What's going on, guys? Cooper Prime here, and welcome back to another reaction video. I haven't done one of these in a while. Today we are reacting to what it's like going through Navy Bootcamp. So, the reason I'm reacting to this, if you guys have not watched my TikTok, go check it out. It's at Cooper Prime, 731, I think. Go check it out. Anyway, I have been sworn into the delayed entry program for the United States Navy. I ship out for basic training July 20th of this year. So, yeah, kind of excited about that. For anybody that's curious, my rate is going to be an aviation machinist mate. So, yeah, today we're going to be reacting to what boot camp is like. I'm very curious as to see what we got going here. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Get off my desk now! Get off my desk now! 1, 2, 3. 19 messages. 1, 2, 3.
This division of U.S. Navy recruits is in week 3 of their 10-week boot camp.
Get them up, Holcomb. It's supposed to hurt. Down!
They're enduring what's known as an intensive training exercise, or ITE session.
Push-ups. Get there.
It lasts for about 40 minutes without a break.
Up position. I told you yesterday I was going to get mine. Y'all been pissing me off for a week. Between not working together, thinking this is a joke, and it's not. You arguing, not wanting to step up to lead. You either lead or you follow. That's simple. Stop with this individuality and work as a team.
It takes everyone a little bit, I think, to realize the big message. We are one family, we are one team. There are no more individuals.
Okay, see, I agree with this dude. And I've seen this, in person for myself. People can't seem to set aside their own differences to work toward a common goal, right? I dealt with this in my Young Marines unit. I dealt with this in my JROTC unit. And I've dealt with this with just regular people, outside of military-based stuff. People, it's a lot of people have the mindset of, well, if you don't agree with me or you don't, see things how I see them, screw you, pretty much. And that's one of the biggest issues I hear about all the time with boot camp is, of course, boot camp is designed to break you down as an individual and build you up, as a team. And a lot of people have issues with that. So, yeah, it takes I think it probably does take about a while, I would imagine.
IT is not fun. It's to help you remember what you did wrong so that you don't do it again.
We had enough?
Yes, sir.
No, the we haven't.
This is Navy Boot Camp. Every year, more than 40,000 recruits graduate before becoming sailors and officially joining the fleet. It happens here at Recruit Training Command Great Lakes, located about 35 miles north of Chicago. RTC Great Lakes is the only boot camp for enlisted U.S. Navy sailors.
Who's going to a submarine? Yeah. Why?
More money?
More money? Absolutely, 100%.
Base pay for enlisted sailors is about $22,000 a year. Sailors commit to actively serve for at least 4 to 6 years, depending on their specialty or rate.
There is no special skills required prior to signing that commitment. We were able to take any civilian off the street and transform them into a smartly disciplined, physically fit, basically trained sailor.
Boot camp begins with the night of arrival.
Let's go! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Buses driving from O'Hare Airport bring about 100 new recruits to the Recruit In Processing Facility.
Let's go!
We want to put them in a stressful environment to show them that even though it might be stressful for them, they can get through it.
You're moving too slow!
And then it kind of sets the tone for the rest of training.
What the are you looking at, guy? Where did I tell you to look? Where? Where did I tell you to look? Welcome to Recruit Training Command. I'm Chief Walters. I'll be one of your facilitators this evening. When I tell you to, you will remove your cell phone. You're going to call home. Call your parents. Call your recruiter. I don't care who. But you're going to let them know that you arrived here safely. You have 1 minute. Go.
Sure, man. Hey, I just made it in. I don't have long to speak, but I just want to tell you that I made it safely, but I'm okay.
You have 45 seconds. Hurry up.
I'll get through it. I gotta go, Mom.
I called my mom. It was definitely emotional though, because you kind of know that's the last time you're gonna be able to contact your family for a little bit.
Love you very much.
Okay, so this video is about 3 years old, right? So I don't know when exactly this was implemented, but when I will be going through boot camp, the time period that we are set in now, they do allow cell phones at Navy Bootcamp. However, it is like during certain periods of training. That's just what I've seen. And of course, the official boot camp calendar on like where that you can find. I think it's like I don't remember the website, but yeah, there's certain periods during basic training you can have your phone. And call me old school, I don't agree with that. I actually do not agree with that, and I'll explain why. A lot of people, especially nowadays, and I'm guilty of it too. A lot of people are tied and glued to their cell phones. Like that is their lifeline. That's not my lifeline, but to a lot of people, they literally cannot live without their cell phones, and I don't know why. So that's something that I really feel like that I envy the Marine Corps in that aspect. I know the Marine Corps does not allow cell phones, period, at their basic training, at least as of right now. I don't know if any of the other branches do. They probably do. So that's the one thing I will give the Marine Corps credit for. Is that you're not allowed cell phones. So I mean, I understand having your cell phone for like your initial phone call home, but after that, my opinion, box it up, ship it home. That's just me. But anyway.
You guys have a good one. Bye.
You understand the words coming out of my mouth? Yeah. What are you saying? Yep to? It's yes, Chief. What is your problem, guy? What is your problem? Why are you moving so slow? You're on my time now, not your time. Hurry up.
It was brutal, I won't lie. It was a culture shock. You are learning pretty much how to be a new human.
You do not know what the you're supposed to be doing at any given time. You will stand at attention until told to do otherwise. At no point in time will you look a staff member in the eyes. That's rude and disrespectful, and that's the quickest way to piss us off.
Don't look me in the eye, you sorry son of a gun.
Is that understood? Yes, Chief. How about some motivation? Is that understood? Yes, Chief.
Hey, forget it.
The way you see an idea in your mind.
Recruits receive their ditty bags.
Okay, I know that's probably been what they've always been called for several years, but this is kind of poor timing for me to be reacting to this. Oh boy.
Hey, hurry up. Let's go. Get your socks off my table. Let's go.
Which hold their different uniforms, hygiene products, and basic items they'll need for boot camp.
Hurry up. Go, 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 go.
Recruits must provide urine samples to make sure they have no drugs in their systems.
So, funny story about this, right? When I went to MEPS for the first time I've ever been to MEPS, of course, I had to go through the whole physical, BS, duck walk, urinalysis, blood drawing, everything. I had to go back the next day because I was not able to do the urinalysis. I literally could not use the bathroom. Like, I tried everything, could not do it. So, ended up having to go back to MEPS the next day. Not my proudest moment. And it's kind of funny now looking back on it. Now it's kind of funny. But, at the time, it was kind of embarrassing. Now it's kind of funny, so whatever.
Those who can't immediately provide a sample are ordered to hydrate until they can.
Would not happen, bro.
Although male and female recruits sleep in different compartments, some train in gender-integrated divisions. After being assigned to divisions, recruits wait to meet their recruit division commanders, or RDCs.
Get the up! Let's go!
Turn around, back the up!
Signified by their red shoulder cords, these RDCs will be with the division until they graduate from boot camp.
Did we say you could talk?
They want to be here to be sailors. So that's our job, to train them, to help them get there.
Why are we so slow? Hey, you? Isn't he taller than you? Yes, Chief. No, Chief. Aye, Chief.
We're not.
I get it. It's a stressful situation. How hard is it to look at the person in front of you and go, hey, you're taller than me. I need to be in front of you. Just saying. Just say.
They're friends. We're here to make them sailors. Why are you looking at, recruit? Do I owe you anything? You want them to be uncomfortable, right? You want to get them out of their comfort zone. Bootcamp is hard, but when you go out to the fleet, if you make a mistake, you're going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Right? Now his lives are at stake. So we want them to understand that the bigger picture.
Male recruits have to shave their heads. Female recruits can pull their hair back in a bun or wear it down as long as it does not extend below the back of the collar. The new recruits pay their first visit to the galley, where they eat in silence and stare straight ahead until they're dismissed.
Table 8, get up and get out!
They'll need their strength for their first test of boot camp.
Come on, push it up.
An initial physical assessment known as the pacer test.
Everyone up!
I hate the pacer test with a passion. I hate this test.
Timed intervals of push-ups, planks, and
I
running.
hate this. This right here, I hate so much.
Not every recruit shows up where they need to be. That's okay. That's what we're here for.
Put your hands by your side. Look at everybody else next to you. Fix yourself.
If we identify individuals that are struggling, then we can curtail the training to make sure everyone's on a level playing field to be successful.
Recruits have 2 chances to pass the test.
0226.
If they fail, they're recycled into another division where they'll keep trying until they can move forward.
So you basically need to be in shape. That's pretty much what you get there.
In week 1, recruits are tested on their ability to swim.
God forbid you're in that abandoned ship scenario where you do have to leave the safety of your ship. The Navy has deemed that we need to be able to implement a swim qualification to ensure your safety and the safety of your shipmates. Everyone in the Navy has to have a third-class swim qualification. The third-class qualification consists of stepping from an elevated platform.
That was like fun. Like, seriously, that was so much fun.
Surfacing unassisted, swimming 50 yards, then doing a 5-minute prone on your front, known as a prone float, or on your back, known as a supine float.
That's the easier one for me.
I knew it's the Navy, you're gonna need to know how to swim a little bit. I had swam before, but I had never jumped off a diving board. Hitting the water, you're
See,
like,
that's
whoa,
me.
wasn't
See,
expecting.
like, okay, real quick, that's me. Like, I can swim. I can swim real good. I've never in my life jumped off a diving board. Never in my life. So that'll be an interesting experience.
And that's a
there.
shock.
But not all recruits are ready to take the leap.
Bro said you're going off with the like.
Some have to be pulled from the water during the test and sent to remedial swimming, where they learn the basics of being comfortable in the water.
We're just asking you to try to actually calm yourself down and realize that the water's not going to drag you under. You know, you have to cooperate with it. We have a 99.97% pass rate. We have a higher pass rate for recruits that can't swim than the Navy has of making civilians into sailors.
It's like, real quick, it's like if you get caught in I think it's a riptide is what it's called. You know, don't try and fight it. Let it just kind of, you're going to have to let it take you, but kind of like work at an angle, right? Instead of going against it, go like at an angle, and you'll eventually get out of it. People like to swim against it, and that's not what you're supposed to do. So, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing there.
During week 3, recruits report to the Marlin Spike trainer, where they get their first taste of what it's like to be aboard a Navy ship.
Hand over hand, positive control.
Y'all literally just did this. What is the problem?
Figure 8, 1 figure 8 at a time.
Once they do get to us, there's that nervousness. They don't know anything about a ship. It's scary. It's a big old vessel in the water, right?
Remove the bird's nest.
We teach them about how to communicate on a ship, how to tie a knot, transitioning them to be a sailor.
This walkthrough, that was the easy part. Now the pressure's on. You up, you up.
Each recruit is assigned a role that corresponds to a real member of a ship's crew,
Make all preparations for getting underway.
with the objectives of getting a ship underway and bringing it safely into port.
Make all preparations for entering port.
So at the bridge at the very top, you have the boatswain's mate, and then we have our bridge phone talker.
Mine's 3 and 4. Singled up, good job.
They're going to be having comms with the other 3 phone talking stations down on the actual ship.
Attention on deck, attention on pier.
And the petty officers in charge relay that message to the line captain.
Fake down line going inboard. Fake down line going inboard.
Line captains have that script saying, single up all lines, take in all lines.
Double up all lines high.
Stop taking meeting notes and let ClickUp AI Note Taker do it for you. It allows you to focus on your meeting.
Who the is talking? It's loud, it's chaotic, it's hectic. Because when they're on the actual ship, when they have actual waves moving that ship, they need to be calm, cool, and collected and resort back to their training.
Okay, real quick. I just noticed this on her uniform, right? If you look at the collar, why does it look like you guys see my mouse, right? Why does it look like this one is folded in on itself, but this one isn't? Somebody in the Navy in the comments, please explain that to me, because that makes no sense to me.
When I say prepare heaving line for heaving, that's when he comes over here.
You're gonna hold this so he can tie the knot.
It's all about communication as well as following all the safety precautions. Anything that can get you injured, you need to make sure you're aware of what that is, make sure your teammates aren't doing it either.
Watch your feet, watch your feet, watch your feet.
Just standing there, they can be injured. Somebody can go overboard. Somebody can trip up on a line. Take it for myself, because I've eaten complete crap before, like falling on the deck of a ship, and it was not fun.
1, 2, 3.
Remove figure eights and round turn. Take figure eights off and then round turn. Move to safety zone.
But seamanship starts in the classroom.
What's advance mean? Stop. Okay, next. What's next?
Single up all lines. Forecastle eye.
Aye.
All stations, single up all lines.
All stations, bridge.
All stations, bridge, single up all lines.
Single up all. Single up all lines.
It's like speaking a different language. You got to get the hang of it. It helps that everyone else is doing it with you, so the more you hear it, it's all around you. Eventually, you won't even think about it.
Just tell him the message.
Bridge.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you do this before you get to Marlin Spike. I'm assuming here. I don't know, but I'm assuming this is what you do first, and then you go to Marlin Spike afterwards. I'm assuming.
All lines.
It's Barney style. We break it down Barney style.
Barney like the dinosaur?
Yes, pretty much.
Single up all lines, aye. Perfect, just like that.
There you go. Uh-oh.
This is called the confidence chamber. I don't call it the gas chamber. I don't call it the torture chamber. It's none of that stuff. It is the confidence chamber.
It's a freaking gas chamber. Do not let them fool you. Sorry.
Go through this so we can prove to you that the mask works. Does that make sense?
Yes, Chief.
In week 4, recruits are exposed to CS gas or tear gas in the confidence chamber.
Who's nervous right now? Somebody tell me why you're nervous.
I'm nervous about how my body's gonna react.
Body's gonna react? It's gonna react accordingly.
Thanks, Chief, for the vote of confidence and the helpful information.
After learning how to properly don and clear the masks, the recruits head inside the chamber and wait for their turn to step to the line at the front of the room.
Get your hands out your pockets.
An instructor pours the powder inside the CS capsules onto a hot plate, filling the room with gas.
Mask up, come on, let's go. Get that mask up. Get that top up.
When they take off the mask, it only takes a few seconds before they feel the effects of the gas. Some recruits don't seem affected by it, but most struggle. They cup their hands under their chins to prevent bodily fluids from leaking onto the floor.
What does it feel like when you take that mask off?
It hurts, burns a lot. It's a good sinus clearer. If you're sick, you'll be able to breathe once you leave there.
Senior Recruit Morales, Division 205. Hoo-yah!
Recruits say their names and division numbers, followed by a hoo-yah.
Let's go,
After about 15 seconds of exposure, they're allowed to exit the chamber.
Keep moving.
And don't wipe your hands on your uniform either. Never get that crap out, man.
It definitely wasn't fun. Definitely wouldn't, sign up to do it again, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
Hoo-yah, easy day.
Yeoman, where y'all at? Where my man yeoman at? Man yeoman?
Later in week 4, recruits are trained to fight fires.
You never know when a simple fire will break out on board the ship. Any sailor needs to be ready to combat that fire, to save the ship, aircraft, submarine, you name it.
Controlled fires fueled by propane tanks simulate different types of fires that could occur on a ship.
A lot of them don't understand that pressure that comes through the hose. As soon as you open up that nozzle, all that pressure starts to push you backwards. They kind of hold it nonchalantly a little bit.
So, I've handled an actual fire hose and all the pressure that can come out of it. People don't understand, and I didn't really understand either until I got involved in my firefighting class. There's a lot of pressure that comes through that hose. Like, it is enough to knock you, like, it will literally put you on your rear end if you're not prepared for it. Like, you could probably handle it yourself if you're strong enough, but I highly recommend having somebody behind you with, like, their elbow, like, kind of up against your back in a way, and to brace you, because I promise you, you're going to need it. It's crazy the amount of pressure that comes through those lines. It's amazing, actually.
It was one of the most hands-on experiences we got to do. Part of the teamwork that helps you realize that there's going to be points where your life is going to be in the hands of another person. It's important to pay attention because if you're not doing things correctly, you're putting someone else in danger.
Recruits trained to safely fire the M9 Beretta pistol, as well as to assemble and disassemble it.
A lot of people that come through here have minimal to zero experience. If something's incorrect, we fix it right away. If we see that some of them are kind of just a little bit too nervous, we'll talk to them, make sure that they're mentally okay, and make sure that they feel safe and they feel like they're in a good environment.
Why should Navy sailors need to be qualified to shoot weapons?
Are you struggling in your calculus class? Do you have a hard time understanding your instructor?
Shut up.
I would say most typically on watch, that's when we have to stand watch and provide some sort of security. If someone steps on board a vessel, anything seems kind of weird, kind of sketchy, then we would have to employ that weapon if things start to escalate.
Boot camp culminates with an event known as battle stations. It happens inside this building, which may not look like much from the outside, but inside, the recruits encounter this. The USS Trayer. It's a 2/3 scale replica of a Navy destroyer ship designed and built by companies that created attractions for Walt Disney World.
Good evening, division!
Battle stations is an accumulation of every training evolution you've done throughout basic, mixed with a little bit of sleep deprivation. So I think it's the closest thing any of us are going to get to what being on a ship's like.
Although the Navy agreed to let our crew film parts of the battle station.
So real quick, what he just said, probably be the closest thing some people ever get to being on a ship. And in some cases, this is true. It depends on your rating, right? So with my rating, right, aviation machinist mate, I can like, according to like the paper that the liaisons gave me, it's 50-50, right? Generally spend half of your time at shore duty, half your time on a ship. So like what I do, right, or what I will do is I repair aircraft or engine systems, all of that mechanical stuff, right? I am a mechanic pretty much, right? So it's one of those, like, any ship with any kind of aircraft, whether it be a helicopter, fighter jet, whatever, or like any like air bases, you know, that is where I can be stationed. And of course, I'd have to go to a sea school before I get there to learn how to work on that specific aircraft, right? So it really just depends on your rating, and of course, it depends on where the Navy, you know, needs you at. So depends. It really does. It really depends.
Event, we weren't allowed to show major details of the scenarios or solutions to the problems recruits have to solve.
So it goes over 17 different scenarios, from firefighting to seamanship, first aid, so all of those combined into one special night.
A special and long night recruits are not allowed to sleep during the event.
Real quick, I tell you guys something though. This right here, yes, they may just be in firefighting gloves, a Nomex, which is like the little fabric you see, and the helmet. But man, let me tell you, that stuff will get hot so fast, especially like in like like full firefighting, like full structural firefighting gear. You get hot in that stuff, man. Like you will get hot. Like your body will sweat. You take that bunker gear off, and you're covered in sweat, man. So that right there may not look like a whole lot, but I promise you, after a little bit, it gets hot. It does. It really does.
Are you telling? Are you telling me? Are you telling Petty Officer? Or are you telling your CLS? Tell the CLS. Doors go CLS!
When they say when you get the fleet, you gotta be able to handle sleep deprivation, you really do. You have to be able to handle doing the right thing, even when it's very stressful, even when you're cold, wet, tired, sleepy, and even when your peers may not be in the right mindset either.
The first scenario we saw involved a burst water pipe in a room full of ammunition shells that recruits had to move while trying to patch the pipe.
If you can't do it alone, ask for help.
They use their firefighting skills to put out a fire that breaks out on board.
We have all the sound effects, the lighting, the smoke, just because we want to make sure it's as realistic as possible. Once you go out to the ship, if there was ever, an emergency situation that happened, we want to kind of reflect that here.
We were allowed to film inside one of the training areas built to resemble the damage suffered by the USS Cole in the deadly attack in October of 2000, with details down to the clock on the wall, which is stopped on the minute the real attack occurred.
So, a little backstory to this. My father, of course, he was in the Navy. He's a Chief Petty Officer. And he actually got to meet a lot of people, because he joined the Navy in, I think 91. Was when Dad joined, or was it 90? I don't know, it was one of them 2 years. Anyway, he actually got to talk to a lot of people that were on the ship when the attack happened. I mean, it's crazy, man. They're having to work their ends off to keep this ship afloat. It's crazy. There's the stories that he told me from what they told him. Man, it's crazy what they had to do. But I mean, it's crazy, man.
But when the scenario starts, recruits don't notice such details.
People are dying! People are dying!
They have to locate and evacuate a casualty through thick smoke, over obstacles, and in total darkness.
Man, those stairs are so hard to climb up, bro.
Some people like working under stress because they say pressure either produces diamonds or it bursts pipes.
Man, those steps suck to get up and down.
It was really fun. I would definitely do it again, maybe after a full night's rest, but I would 100% do battle stations again. It's a night I will never forget.
And that right there was the last bit of energy he had before he straight up just went. He dropped. He didn't make it.
After battle stations is complete, recruits line up in front of the USS Trayer to receive their Navy ball cap, symbolizing their transition from recruits to Navy sailors.
Okay, so that's okay. I got you.
They realize everything that they have done thus far, all the blood, sweat, and tears they shed, they finally earned their Navy ball cap, and it's a proud moment for all of them.
That morning was extremely emotional. I was definitely more proud of that than anything I've ever done before. Nothing compares to that moment.
That's awesome right there. That's really cool.
Friends and family gather to witness their new sailors graduate before joining the fleet.
You see the change. You have some recruits that you never thought they were going to make it past training. But once they graduate and you see that, wow, they grasp the point of this, you know they're going to be out there, out in the fleet. It's really rewarding.
That's cool.
Seeing recruits come off the bus with long hair, not knowing their left to the right, not knowing how to wear a uniform, and seeing that transition that they make from a civilian to a recruit to a sailor is truly eye-watering and truly a blessing.
That day I lived. The day I lived. My daddy said. I shook my daddy's hand. He said that I'd become a man. I'd become a man. Oh, eh, oh, eh, oh, eh, oh.
Yep, that's it. Alright, well. Definitely, yeah. Definitely interesting. Really cool. A lot of that stuff, like, I have a little bit of experience in. Now, I'm not going to know anything once I get there. I can tell you that right now. But definitely, really, really cool. But yeah, so I think that's going to do it. All credits to Business Insider. Really awesome video. I mean, this video is like 3 years old now, but really, really cool. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so like I said, go check out my TikTok. I'll be posting a lot of IRL stuff with, getting ready for boot camp and whatnot in the coming months. I've got, it's February, so March, April, May, June. Oh wow, I've only got like 5. Okay, wow, I didn't realize I only had like 5 months till I leave, pretty much. So in the coming months, I'll definitely be posting some videos on my TikTok about all that, or like kind of like a follow my journey kind of thing. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this this little reaction video. I thought it'd be kind of cool to expose myself a little bit, like better my knowledge just some more on what I would be potentially going through now. This video is 3 years old. There may be some different things now. I'm not sure, but definitely really cool. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.